Today what we're going to do is we're going to take improper fractions and we're going to turn them into mixed numbers. And there's a formula we can do this using multiplication and division. So let's look at an example like this. If I had the number 7/6, if I wanted to go down and make that fraction 7/6, I could go here and I know I'm trying to make 7/6. Well, my denominator is sixths, so I know I need my sixth fraction circle. And it says I need 7 of them, so I'm going to start plugging them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more. 7. I have just made the fraction 7/6. Now, if I want to rename that as a mixed number, I can very easily now see I've got one whole and I've got 1/6 over here. So 7/6 is equivalent to 1/6. Today we're going to look at how I can use this fraction right here, this improper fraction, how I can use division to come up with this same answer. So let's look at an example. Here's another example. Let's say I have the improper fraction 4/3. That means I need my circles cut into thirds and I need 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's an improper fraction. 4/3 is the same as 4/3. Now I can look at this differently. Since I know my denominator is 3, I know I can take 3/3 out of it. Here's 3/3 right here. 1, 2, 3. 3/3, and then I have one more third over here. I can write that as a fraction, 3/3 plus 1/3. Well, I know 3/3 is the same thing as one whole. So I have 1 plus 1 and 1/3, or it's also written as 1 and 1/3. Let's try a few examples of this. If we look at this fraction 7/3 and we want to write it as a mixed number, there is a division way that I can also do this. The fraction bar also means that I'm dividing by, so it's really 7 divided by 3. I want to see how many groups of 3 fit into 7. So I know if I do 7 divided by 3, I know that 3 fits into 7 2 times. 3 times 2 is 6, and there's 1 left over. So my answer becomes 2 remainder 1 with the division rule. So this fraction, if I turn it into a division problem, is 2 remainder 1. Well, what does that mean now as a fraction? Well, there are 2 wholes, so there's my 2, and there's 1 piece left. Well, I had 1 piece and I was dividing the number 7. That was my, or 3. That was how many, my denominator. That's how many pieces I'm dividing into. So my fraction that I have left, I have 2 wholes, and then I have 1 out of 3 still left. So 7/3 is the same as 2 and 1/3, and I did that there with division. Now, if division's too hard to do, you can also do it as just drawing your circles. 7/3. Well, and I know that I have to have a circle drawn into thirds. And I need 7 pieces. So there's 1, 2, 3. Split into thirds again. It's a horrible third, sorry. 4, 5, 6. Split into thirds again. 7. So what I just did, I see I have 2 wholes, which is right there, and 1/3 left. So if the division's too tricky, you can still draw the pictures. So for your homework tonight, here's an example that they have right there for you. If this is my improper fraction 8/5, well, I know right away, if I'm trying to divide that, 8 divided by 5, I can see that 5 goes into 8 one time. 5 times 1 is 5. Subtract, I have 3 left. It's 1 remainder 3. What that also means, writing it this way, I can take one group of 5/5 out of there because 5/5 is the same as one whole. If I take 5/5 out of there, I still have 3/5 left up here. So 5/5 plus 3/5 is the same as 8/5. 5/5 is the same as 1 plus 3 more fifths, so my mixed number is 1 and 3/5. Let's look at another example here. They said 11/2 is the same as 10 halves plus 1/2. Well, I know 10 halves. I know 10 divided by 2 is 5, so that means I have the number 5 right here. I have 5 full groups right here, and then I still have 1/2 left. So my answer is 5 and 1/2. If I did that as a division problem, 11 divided by 2, well, 2 fits into 11 5 times. 2 times 5 is 10. Subtract, I've got 1 left. That's remainder 1. So that's what I have, 5 and 1/2. Let's look at this problem down here. How many groups of 10 can fit into 27? Let's count by tens. 10, 20, 30 is too many, so I can fit 20 groups of 10 in there. If I have 20 groups, I know, let's see, I had 27. I'm taking away 20, so I still have 7 left. 20 groups of 10. Well, how many times does 10 go into 20? 2. And I have 7 tenths left. This answer is 2 and 7 tenths. Or if you do it as a division problem, how many times does 10 go into 27? Well, 10 times 2 is 20. Subtract that, I have 7 left. Remainder 7. So my answer is 2 and 7 tenths. Good luck.